My name's Graham Morgan and I'm a director of Evolve, a social impact company. We're a social enterprise and we deliver a programme into schools called Project Hero, which stands for Health Engagement Real Outcomes. For some time we wanted to add an out-of-school programme, something at the weekends or in the school holidays, where we could continue to improve the lives of children. And we started on a project called Accelerate, to look at developing children's hidden talents during the school holidays in the summer. Fortunately, 2 weeks later, the government announced funding for a set of transition courses to help children in Year 6 when they moved into secondary school in Year 7.
The Dixon's group of academies have always believed that transition is hugely important, and I've invested a lot of time and money into transition programmes in the past. So obviously the funding this year was, we believed was a perfect opportunity to develop a transition programme for our new school. Previous to this role I was assistant principal at Dixon's Alton Academy and worked with Evolve Health there. We were the first secondary school in the country to have a health mentor, and so I had worked with Graham and the team before, so I had that knowledge, and they approached me about maybe being involved in helping us lead a summer camp. And so obviously the experience I'd had previously, which was very good, I was more than happy to work with them again on this project.
Transitions from old schools to new schools can present quite a problem for a new school. Not only do students sometimes go backwards in their learning, but they can also get out of the habits of learning as well. So having a transition from primary to secondary is a really good way of students getting back into that routine, learning a bit about the new school and the new expectations, as well as really driving up standards so that by the time they start in Year 7, they've already had quite a new head start to making progress.
As a city academy, we have a huge number of feeders. We have over 60 feeder schools for 112 intakes, so most of the students are coming on their own from their primary schools. They haven't got a group of friends with them already, so this is an excellent opportunity for them to make some friends, to build those relationships early, so when they come in September they're not so worried or stressed about coming to this new building and not knowing anybody. Evolve obviously came to me with some ideas, but they were very flexible and were willing to adapt to our needs. So obviously we did want an element of it to be around physical activity, but we also wanted literacy to be a key element as well.
I would expect a holiday course to focus on skills, so not just content, for it to be fun, so it to be driven by actually having some outputs that can be used and translated in Year 7. So a focus on literacy, a focus on reading different texts, a focus on group work, and particularly oracy skills, which can be quite a challenge to improve at the start of Year 7.
I think it's an amazing course, and I think it's very good for the new Year 7s, old Year 6s. I think the creative things that we do with them and the IT things we do will bring them on leaps and bounds when they do eventually come up in September, and for other everyday things that you're doing in life. I think the kids gain a lot of communication skills, a lot of people skills, how to deal with certain things on a daily basis, problem solving, decision making, and hopefully this course will break that in and make it a little bit easier for them later on in life and for the rest of the school life.
We bring in 1 or 2 special performers to add a bit of spice to the course. We've had a spoken word performing artist who does poetry and rapping, and we've also brought in dancers and a Zumba instructor to work with the children in that area.
I think the opportunity for the children to make new friends before they go to their new school, because it's a big step, and the fact that they've had the opportunity to be creative in different ways rather than just sport, which us health mentors are mostly known for. The Accelerate staff, we've learned that sometimes what we think is going to work best might not always match up to what the children think will work best, and they have a better idea of what they like to do rather than what we think they'd like to do. So we've learned a lot from them, as well as not taking ourselves and our own opinions too seriously.
The main skills that I bring to Accelerate Camp are dance and drama. I've been working with a group of children to create a dance which they performed to other children and also some parents. I think the Accelerate Camp has benefited the children tremendously. The government funding has been spent in a way that's enabled the children to gain skills that they wouldn't normally have, which is going to enable them to work better when they go to secondary school.
These transition camps are exactly what we just said. It's transition from primary school through to secondary school. Sport is a vehicle that can play a part of that, but there's so much more to it. We've been introducing elements of ICT, arts and crafts, team building exercises, enterprise activities. So we're taking a full, more rounded approach. And I agree, it is far more than just a sports camp.
During the performance, some of the boys saw the girls rehearsing at lunchtime, so they leapt on stage and started rehearsing. And during the actual performance, I was doing it at the back. And some of the boys ran to the back of the stage and were performing with me, which was really nice.
I think the kids gain from being with a mentor. I think they get someone that hopefully that they can look up to, and someone who sets them some good standards.
If you look at the feedback that you've had from the children, how popular the health mentors have proved with the children from the Accelerate camp. Some of them knew their health mentors before they arrived, and it was nice for them to see a friendly face in an unfamiliar surrounding. Some of them arrived and didn't know anybody, and the health mentor was the person who made them feel at ease and helped them settle in.
I think the students have responded fantastically to the programme. I think what I've seen, and I've been pleasantly surprised at, is their ability to work together and work together well, listening to each other, because that's a really key area that we're going to be focusing on, and contributing. And group skills is a massive area where students need to be able to learn those social skills, and from what I've seen, they've demonstrated that beautifully during this course.
We've tried to be flexible and adapt to the different needs of the children. For me, I think the biggest success is watching the transformation of the children. When they arrive on the first day of the first week of camp, they seem very shy and cautious and a little bit timid. And very, very quickly over the first week, they transform into far more confident people. And by the end of the second week, we're dealing with a very self-confident bunch of children who are good friends already and looking forward to secondary school. But definitely, without any reservations, they've been a tremendous success in terms of the feedback from the children, the parents, and in some cases, the actual teachers themselves who've dropped in to see what's been happening.
So far, it's been superb. The feedback from the students has been very positive, and from the parents as well. And from the staff that have been around and watched the workshops.
So here we are, week one, the final day, and we've got
Bethany
and
Larissa.
Okay, so it's the first time we've ever done Accelerate camps. What do you think of it so far?
It's really good.
Okay, really good. Marks out of 10?
10.
10, go on, and why have you given it 10 out of 10?
Because all the people who have been here have been really nice and kind to us.
Okay.
It's fun. You learn lots.
Okay, so what sort of things have you learned while you've been here this week?
How to build dance. How to work together in groups. And we've done PE as well, which has been really fun. And computer stuff, what we've never done before, in superheroes mainly.
Okay, so you've never done this sort of work before in primary school?
No, not really. Not about superheroes. We have, but the superhero part we have is different.
Okay, now one of the aims for Accelerate was to make sure that it makes it easier to start secondary school. Do you think you're more confident and ready to start?
Yeah.
Why? What's helped to do that?
Because you've made new friends.
Right, so you've made new friends. So did you two know each other before we started?
Yeah.
Okay.
Primary school.
But are there other children that you've got on the course that you've never met before?
Yeah.
Okay. So will you be able to look forward to next year in year 7?
Yeah.
And meet up with them? Okay then, right. Is there anything we could do to make it even better?
I don't think there is. No.
Okay. Says it all. Thanks very much, you two. Much appreciated.
Evolve been very professional. As I said, they've been very flexible, adapted to our needs, been very well organised, and very stress-free for me, which is at a very busy time when we're starting a brand new school.
I've mostly enjoyed making new friends, especially Sarah, because she's like always there for me and sticking up for everything that I do.
I really enjoyed dancing with Becky and doing PD with Dean. I've enjoyed this week because with Accelerate they have also helped me with my reading, and now I'm very high level in it.
I really enjoyed the Vitality games and digital media.
I've enjoyed this week because of the arts, and found out that I'm pretty good at art before I did it.
What I've mostly enjoyed in Extra Camp is when on Friday I've won something, PE, and especially when LCB came in, make poetry more interesting.
I've enjoyed this week because I liked the rapping, and I liked how we got to join in with it by looking at a button.
I've enjoyed Accelerate for 2 reasons. One, because I've made loads of new friends for a fresh start in September, and 2, because of the rapping.
I have enjoyed this week because a rapper came in and we got to join in with it.
I have enjoyed most of this week working with the girls, which I had found annoying, but now I find interesting. I have enjoyed this week meeting new people and doing drama because I really love drama.
This week I've mostly enjoyed making new friends and being really creative.
This week I've really enjoyed the arts.